In this lesson, we're going to be looking at sequential search. Now, we're going to be doing sequential search using arrays, so we have to import java.util.arrays. So, sequential search is the most basic way to search for a target inside of a collection, which we know a collection is an array. Now, sequential search starts at the beginning of the collection and examines each element in the collection to see if it's being searched for. So in other words, we're seeing if it's the target. So it starts at the beginning, goes at index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, all the way until it finds what it's looking for. Or if it doesn't find it, it would return -1. So it's not in the collection. So here's some examples of how it works. So if we have an array containing 2, 4, 5, 7, -2, 4, and the target 7, it would return 3, because 3 is the index 7 first occurs at. Now, one thing we should note with sequential search, that we can see this in the example, is that the array is not in order. Now here, we've got the same array. Our target's 4. It returns 1, because index 1 is where the 4 first occurs at. In this example, we're looking for 0. Now, 0 is not in the array, so it would return -1. Now, one thing should note that sequential search only is the only search that works on non-sorted arrays. So if the array is not sorted, if the collection is not sorted, you're going to have to use a sequential search looking through the whole thing. So we look at those examples, and now we're going to demonstrate calling our method sequential search, demonstrating that each of these works as expected. All right, so here's our sequential search method. So sequential search is going to receive as parameter the array and then the target we're looking for. If the array length is equal to 0, in other words, there's nothing in the array, it's going to return -1. Otherwise, I'm going to iterate over the array, going from 0 to the array.length. And if index I, the value at index I is equal to the target, I return I. Otherwise, I get to the end, and I return -1. Okay, so now let's actually run this, and let's see if this is working as we say it is. So we gave those values. 7's at index 3, 4's at index 1, 0 is not in the array, it's at -1. And that's the idea of how sequential search works. It searches through the whole thing. If it doesn't find it, it returns -1. And that's the end of this lesson.